Welcome in to Sports with Balls. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy freaking Friday. I'm Jeff Michael. This is Sports with Balls. March Madness is madness. No other way to put it. No other way to put it. What a night last night. What a day yesterday for college basketball. Like it is always at this time of year, March Madness kicking in full effect. Of course, we're going to dive into that here in a little bit. But first, got to thank a couple of people that make this show possible. Number one, Christian's Tailgate. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you, especially today if you're in the Houston area. University of Houston is playing later, so get your butts over to Christian's Tailgate. There's 5 Houston area locations. Go find one near you. Diamond Auto Spa, specializing paint protection film, ceramic coatings, vinyl wraps. Detailing is just the beginning. DiamondAutoSpa.com. Call Austin Bauer over there, 346-319-5961, or go to Diamond Auto HTX on Facebook and Instagram. And Modern Home Improvement and Remodeling. Look, guys, if you're in this area, I know there's a lot of nationwide listeners, but if you're local here in Houston, storms last night, yesterday, hail everywhere. It was madness. Looks like a bomb went off in my neighborhood this morning. Give Josh Smith a call, 281-949-8925, modern-homeimprovement.com. Go check them out. Shout out to Grant again on that. Leave your comments, and those of y'all that are tuning in live, yes, please leave your comments. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Those of y'all listening to podcast version, appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, today, as we do every show, let's go over these national holidays on March the 22nd on a Friday. Today's National Goof Off Day. So go do what you want. Screw the balls. Go do whatever you want. It's Goof Off Day. As Young as You Feel Day, pretty much the same exact thing. Bavarian Crepe Day. What else we got here? Gryffindor Pride Day, if you're into that type of thing. Let's see. It's also International Goof Off Day. International Seal Day. The Dogs of the Sea. Is that what they call them? If your name is Donald, it's your day. These are the two that got me. Today's Talk Like William Shakespeare Day and also Talk Like William Shatner Day. I don't have a voice for either one of them. I'm not about to try it, but I do know some people that do. World Day of Meta, World Water Day, and it is happy birthday to the infamous number 99 J.J. Watt. So happy birthday to him. And Talk Like William Shakespeare and Talk Like William Shatner Day. So there you go. Those are your national days on this Friday, March the 22nd. Big day today. Huge day today. I gambled yesterday. By the way, speaking of gambling, your man over here is at 99% on the brackets. And of course, you can all pretty much figure out what game I missed yesterday. The Kentucky game versus Oakland. Otherwise, I'd still be sitting at 100% for my bracket. Talk about frustrating, man. Talk about frustrating. But there were some killer games yesterday. Killer games. We started off Wagner, North Carolina. This yesterday morning. North Carolina wins easy by 62-90. Long Beach State. I told you about their coach being fired. Spread was 20. Arizona won by 20. There you go. North Dakota State losing to Iowa State in a beatdown. St. Peter's got absolutely destroyed by number 2 Tennessee. Akron, Creighton covered, so Akron lost to Creighton, obviously. Morehead State beat by Illinois. And then we get into the games. The baller games. And let's talk about Oakland and Kentucky. This game was absolutely ridiculous. And it was ridiculous for a guy by the name of Josh Golke, who's coming out. Coming out party was last night. This guy had no offers coming out of high school. He played Division II ball at Hillsdale College for 5 seasons, doing Uber and DoorDash on the side. Entered the transfer portal before this season, but received only one D1 offer. Guess who that was? Yes, you are correct. Oakland. He took the offer in his first season with the D1 level, led Oakland to the Horizon League Championship and the NCAA tournament, obviously. And last night hit 10 3-pointers en route to the biggest upset so far in the tournament. Granted, it's day one, but huge upset as Josh Golke and Oakland take down the Kentucky Wildcats. Ouch. I don't know what, if you're a Kentucky fan, this happened 2 years ago as well. You've won one national title. I love Calipari. Look right here over my left shoulder. Memphis. That's where he was coaching a long time ago. I think Calipari is good. Calipari, however you want to pronounce it. He gets a lot of guys to go pro. He's going to stay a great recruiter, but you got to wonder now about his skills in the NCAA tournament as a coach. He's been knocked out twice in the first round by that games that should not have even been close. The problem was they gave this kid Josh Golke, who only averages, I want to say 12 points in the regular season. Here's another, this is the stat of the day. You know how many non-3-pointers this kid has taken in the regular season all season long? 8. This kid has shot 8 shots that were not 3-pointers the entire freaking season. That is unbelievable. And of course, last night, he goes off for 10 3-pointers, scores 32 points. Just unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. He hit, let's see, he was 2 for 3 on free throws. He had no assists, no rebounds, 10 for 20 from the three, and hit two free throws. If you're Kentucky, here's the issue: is that they let Oakland think that they were, I guess, could compete with them in the first half of this game because they went into halftime with the lead 38-35. And from that point on, because they did sort of shut Josh Golke down in the second half, but it was already too late. Oakland had confidence. They were ready to go. They upend Kentucky, man. The number 3 Kentucky Wildcats, who only shot 32% from three-point land, 75% from the stripe, 42% overall. Now, Oakland had the game of their lives. They shot 50% from three-point land, 15 to 31, 48.4 if for you math guys out there, and then 41% for the field. The guys were good. They played great. This happens every year almost. And Kentucky just happens to be, this is 2 out of the last 3 years. Kentucky's been knocked out by a 13 or higher seed. Insane. That I don't think, look, it's $33 million to buy Calipari out. I don't think that they're going to do that. I think he's just fine there, but he's got to change some stuff up. Like his tactics on the NCAA tournament have got to change. They should have blown them out. But this kid, look, this happened, 2008, Steph Curry coming out party? And I love this kid, Josh Golke's press conference afterwards. He said, I know I'm not going to the NBA, but on any given night, I can compete with these guys. That is absolutely true. I love that. Good for him. Good for him. Good for his moment in the sunshine. Good for his parents who were there to watch it happen. It was absolutely fantastic to watch. This is what March Madness is all about. This is what NCAA, the transfer portal, should be all about. It was just fantastic to see. This kid had a hell of a night. It was awesome. Good for him. And then moving on, Samford. Number 13, Samford almost upended Kansas as well. There was a foul called in the waning seconds of this game that kind of put Kansas in the driver's seat. But Samford, number 13, Samford came back from 48 to 38, 10-point deficit at halftime to almost beat Kansas. Talk about bracket busters. Woo. Oakland obviously was the big bracket buster, beating Kentucky, but Samford almost put everybody's nail in the coffin. Man. Kansas ends up moving on, though, in another great basketball game. They end up moving on. Sorry about that. And let's see. Gonzaga beat McNeese State very handily. And then the first upset of the day was BYU losing to Dunskin. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Sorry. Oregon beat South Carolina pretty handily, 11-6. But that Oregon was just now getting healthy. So they're a higher seed in 11. I'll tell you that much. NC State at 11, beating Texas Tech. Number 6, I had that one as well. Dayton with the comeback of the day. Dayton was down 17 points at one point to Nevada. Coming back to win, scoring 38 points in the second half to Nevada's 26, and winning 63-60 in the last minute of the game. Incredible basketball game. Texas beat Colorado State pretty easily. Drake loses to Washington State in another good basketball game. And the first game of the day was Michigan State beating Mississippi State. So you had 4 incredible basketball games yesterday. Incredible. Obviously topped off by Kentucky going down. But this was fun. Day 1, wow. This is exactly what college basketball is all about. I hate it that the regular season isn't this way, but it is what it is. All eyes on NCAA. And the NCAA women's tournament starts today in about 90 minutes from right now. If you're tuning in live, that's going to be a blast as well. That's going to be fun. Now, I expect a little bit more blowouts in that, and probably some. You want the look in both these tournaments. You want the top 4 teams to end up going to the Final Four because that's good basketball. But the storylines from 64 to there are incredible. Incredible. And I told you this a couple of days ago that the men's side needed some sort of pick-me-up. They need something to hang on to, and they got it with Oakland. They got it. First round, first day, 7th game into it, the NCAA got what they need. Because nobody was tuning into any superstars. Now everybody knows this kid, Josh Golke. Everybody knows his name. And the NCAA needed that. They need a team or like a player to pull for. This is Steph Curry of 2008 when Steph just jumped on the scene. Absolutely jumped on the scene and started taking his team where they needed to go. So, Josh Golke, NCAA tournament, good job. Today, day 2, Friday, March the 22nd. Who we got? Northwestern and FAU go at it at 11:15. Colgate and Baylor, UAB, San Diego State, Western Kentucky and Marquette. Stetson taking on number 1 UConn, where the spread is a massive 26.5 points. I may take UConn. New Mexico, Clemson should be a good game. Yale and Auburn. Look, Yale's been playing good basketball lately. I know that sounds weird, but they're a 12.5-point dog. I'm going to look at that game. Colorado and Florida. 10-7. Colorado's been playing good ball. This is a good basketball game. Texas A&M, Nebraska. Vermont and Duke. This is the same setup as that Kentucky game. If Vermont can hang around till halftime, you never know. Grambling and Purdue. Good luck, Grambling. Great story, but the spread of the Grambling-Purdue game is in some places almost 29 points. Wow. Charleston, Alabama, fun game to watch. Longwood at the University of Houston, 23.5-point spread there. Should be a blowout. James Madison, Wisconsin, TCU, Utah State, and then cap it off tonight with Grand Canyon at St. Mary's. So, full slate of games today. NCAA is hoping for the same exact drama that they got yesterday. And nobody could be happier than the drama than Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani should be calling Josh Golke and thanking him for the absolute cover-up that is going on, and nobody's kind of paying attention to what is going on in Los Angeles with this story. Now, if you didn't hear yesterday what's going on, Ohtani's interpreter was fired. $4.5 million coming from Ohtani's bank account to pay off some gambling debts. Nothing to do with baseball, though. Apparently soccer and football. An investigation is ongoing now. This is wild. This is a pretty wild story, and I got a feeling it's going to get a little bit more interesting before it's all over. There's a probe going on now into the theft charge, so it has turned into a legal matter. And we're going to see what happens. I'm not going to sit here and speculate. We got all weekend to figure that out. And, we'll wait. We'll wait till Monday to really dive into this, man. Really dive into this. All right. What else we got? Some baseball news real quick. Today's show is going to be real fast, guys. We're going to blast through this. It's Friday. I know you guys got stuff to do. I'm going to throw you out what I think is my good opinions about what's going on, and then we're going to blast through and let you guys have a good weekend. The Mets have signed J.D. Martinez, the Dodger J.D. Martinez, journeyman J.D. Martinez, to a 1-year, $12 million deal. That's a great deal for him. And this guy keeps going from team. He's a good good baseball player. And he keeps getting these one-year deals and these 2-year deals. I want to see where his contract status is. I'll try to look that up over the weekend and see how much money he's made. JD Martinez is a good baseball player. And 1 year, $12 million, great deal for him. I don't know about the Mets, but great deal for him. The Mets are notorious for contracts, a.k.a. Bobby Bonilla. Where else we going? The United States men's national team ended up winning a game last night, and they will play. I think they'll play in the CONCACAF championship game. Is that correct? But they won last night versus Jamaica, 3-1 in extra time. Jamaica was ranked, I think, 52nd in the world. So decent win for them, I guess. But soccer, we're all gearing up for the World Cup. That's what we're doing, folks. We're just gearing up for the World Cup. I'm not going to sit here and harp on it. But another thing that happens today, the the NCAA women's tournament starts today. Let's go down. North Carolina, Michigan State. This is on the women's side. Maine, Ohio State. Let's see. Let's get down here to the good teams. Presbyterian. Y'all are not going to believe this. This is this is true. All right. A school by the name of Presbyterian on the women's side will play a school by the name of South Carolina. South Carolina, number 1 overall seed, 32-0 on the regular season. The spread of this game is South Carolina minus 53 points. That's right. That's right. South Carolina minus 53.5. South Carolina minus 53.5 today at 1 p.m. on ESPN. Oh my God. Is there parity in women's college hoops? Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen a spread like that in a college basketball tournament. South Carolina is minus 53.5 versus Presbyterian. My Lord. Rice will take on LSU in a good game. Florida State will take on Alabama in a really good game. And your girl, Caitlin Clark, is not playing today. I believe she will be playing tomorrow, so we'll all wait on that. And, of course, we'll wait on the big matchups. But big story of the day, like I said, South Carolina minus 53.5 versus Presbyterian. Let me know if you're taking that bet. Let me know if you're taking South Carolina minus 53.5 versus Presbyterian. How is that even possible? Oh, wow. All right, let's get to today in sports history. Get you guys out of here, man. By the way, go to Sports with Balls on all your social media outlets and follow us at the TikTok page has been going nuts. Come on, Facebook. Give me back my Facebook page. It's kind of stupid. Almost 2.5 months now. All right, 1952, 20th NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. Kentucky, the aforementioned Kentucky, beat Seattle 84-72, and Elgin Baylor is named the MVP in that year's tournament. Boxing, 1967, Muhammad Ali. He knocks out Zora Foley in 7 rounds for the heavyweight boxing title. And in 1969, the 31st NCAA Men's Basketball Championship, UCLA beats Purdue in 92-72. The Bruins three-peat, their 3rd in a row, and center, the late great Lou Alcindor, tournament's most outstanding player for the 3rd consecutive year. Wow, that guy was an absolute monster. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 1972, named the NBA's MVP. Where else are we going? HBO in 1986 launches boxing's heavyweight title unification tournament. I remember that. Where are we at? There was some other stuff going on here. Pete Rozelle in 1989. Pete Rozelle, the commissioner of the NFL, announces his retirement after 29 years, and we all know what happened next. Where else? Lawrence Taylor in 2011. I don't know how many of y'all remember this. pleads guilty for misdemeanors of sexual misconduct and is sentenced to 6 years of probation, pretty much ending Lawrence Taylor's career as anything. So, yeah, bad stuff happened there. But that's today, on this day, the March the 22nd, in sports history. I think I pretty much covered everything, guys. Look, it's the weekend. It's March Madness. You know what you're going to watch. You know where you're going. This should be an absolute blast this weekend. Monday's show is going to be slammed. But before we get out of here, y'all know where you're going to watch these games, christianstailgate.com. Go find one of the 5 Houston area locations. Get to it. The games are going to be fire today. Should be an absolute blast. The weather, sun's shining right now after those massive storms that came through last night. So y'all go check out Christian's Tailgate. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. And need your car detailed after that storm? Need some hail damage fixed? Whatever you got going, go visit Diamond Auto Spa. Specializing in paint protection, ceramic coatings, vinyl wraps. Detailing is just the beginning. Go to diamondautospa.com. 346-319-5961. Diamond Auto HTX is their Facebook and Instagram page. And then, of course, you got any damage to your house, anything going wrong, 281-949-8925. That's Josh Smith over at Modern Home Improvement and Remodeling. Go to modern-homeimprovement.com. Guys, have a great weekend. I told you this was going to be a flash show. We got to get in. We got to get out. Got lots to do this weekend. Hope you enjoyed the entire week show. We'll be back next week with more. Mad love from me. This is Sports